Okay, so I've been making videos all day about work-related issues, and tipping's usually a work-related issue because companies don't want to pay employees, so they they move that to the customers, and it's gotten to the point where everybody wants a tip. Like everywhere I go now, there's a tip jar. I go to my local donut shop in the morning. There's a tip jar, and I always thought, man, but what's the deal? You just get a donut and you put it in the bag, and then you want a tip. I was like, I just don't understand that, Like, if you want to get paid more, charge me more for the donut, And this is in multiple donut shops that I go to. One right here near my office, and then another one right across from where I live. Depending on the time of day, I go to a different one. But when I go to Subway, they have when you go to pay out, a tip option, and you can almost make the point with Subway. Well, they're making the sandwich, but I don't know. Like, you don't tip at any other fast food restaurant. You don't tip at McDonald's and Jack in the Box. At least not yet. I mean, that might be a thing in the future. They might. Man, it probably will be a thing in the future. It's already. They're already asking me for money for charity every time I go to Taco Bell. It's like, would you like to round up and for homeless kids with cancer? They always say something at Taco Bell. I'm not making this up. It is. It's not for homeless kids for cancer, but it is. They always do ask me if I want to round up, and it's like, man, everywhere I go, everybody wants a tip. So earlier in the week, I went to Jimmy John's, and I didn't tip. I only had card, and they had like a tip jar. And I kind of felt bad because I've never been to Jimmy John's, and that food I ordered it and boom, I was like, man, that was good. And I kind of felt bad that I didn't tip. And I'm trying to not feel bad, and I'm actually trying to see if I should even tip later on in the future. Honestly, I'm thinking I got like tip fatigue. I'm thinking I'm not gonna tip ever again, or if I do tip, it's gonna be less. But I'm mainly leaning to not tipping. I'm kind of moving to the point where I'm not tipping. Like, this video says I don't tip cashiers, so I'm probably in agreement with this. But I'm not probably gonna tip my Uber driver or my dealer at a poker table or at the casino, or I'm just trying to think where else. Maybe the only exception I think I might of a person that I will tip is at a waiter or waitress at a restaurant. But that's about it. I think everybody else could get fucked because I don't know. It's just, to me, it's, why should I, especially if in some of these industries, they make a lot of money. Like, I see what, like, let's say in a casino, a dealer, like the ones I've been to, I see every time they get up the table, like they deal for 30 minutes and they leave the table usually with over like $60, and then they go to the next table. So let's just say on average they make over $100 an hour. That's pretty good money, and I don't know. I just don't want to on top of their hourly rate, because I'm pretty sure they're getting paid hourly, and I'm pretty sure they're not claiming a bunch of this and paying taxes, because most people who get tips, if it's cash, you're not claiming any of this. Yeah, I'm just done. Tipping, I never got treated better for being a tipper. Even if I was a regular in certain locations, and I'm usually a good tipper. I usually tip 50% sometimes. At the bar, I'm tipping pretty good. And although I don't drink anymore, so there's that. So I don't even go to bars anymore. But I don't know. I'm just like, I feel like I'm getting like it's a sucker's bet. I'm just want to tell them, if you got a problem with your wage, tell your boss, man. Because I'm broke right now. I don't have a job. I just quit my job. I'm trying to become a YouTuber, and I'm kind of disgruntled because a lot of people that I've asked if they could subscribe, comment, like, people in my circle, family and friends, they've never done it, and so I'm kind of disgruntled. Like, well, nobody wants to do anything for me. I ain't doing nothing for nobody, and like I got family members that won't do anything for me, you know, even though I've done so much for them. And it's like, how hard is it to just like, you know, like I even tell them, hey man, you don't have to watch any of my videos. Do you have a YouTube? They're like, yeah, I got a YouTube account. Man, do you mind subscribing and just hitting a bunch of likes? Because I got to get this thing going. Oh yeah, I'll do it later. I'm like, all right. I send them a text too and all this. I never hear nothing back from them. And that's family. But complete strangers, you know, and you want me to tip complete strangers, especially for stuff that it's not even that hard, you know. It's almost like giving almost like homeless people money. Again, like what are you getting? You know, I don't know. I'm going off on a tangent, but let me play this video.
So one thing I noticed when I moved to LA was that every single store you go into asks for a tip. I don't have a problem with tipping your waiter, your barber, your cab driver, your delivery driver.
Okay, so I haven't been to a barber in forever. So I mean, obviously, I haven't had a haircut, been to a barber in over 10 years. So I don't have to worry about that. Cab driver, that's not even a thing anymore. But there's Uber drivers. But yeah, I'm getting to the point. I don't really take Ubers, but when I do, I'm not tipping. Like I said, I'm done. I'm done giving money away. Oh man, pizza drivers. I haven't ordered pizza in forever. I think I can probably go my whole life without tipping again, except for waiters at restaurants. That's about it, or waitresses, whatever, both.
Don't make sense, but when I call in an order, drive to the place and pick up the food and then the balls to show me a tipping screen, what is that? Who am I tipping? I deliver it to myself. If anything, I should be getting the fucking tip. And some people might say, oh, well, it's not just the cashier, it gets split with everyone who works there. Well, if that's the case, then show me the breakdown. When you spin that dumb tablet around to me, I want to see a fucking pie chart, a bar graph, a scatter plot. I don't even know how to read a scatter plot, but show me all that shit with what percent of my money goes to who, and then if I see that, then maybe I'll think about tipping. I swear to God, I went to a plant store with one of my friends, and he got one of those little cactus shits or whatever. He bought a plant, and when he paid for it, they gave him a tip screen for a fucking plant. Bro, are you out of your mind? He's tipping them for what? For watering the fucking thing? That's how you make a plant. It's required in the process.
It's almost like going to Walmart and you're checking out, and they ask you for a tip. Which actually they used to ask for tips for bagging your bags. Not at Walmart, but at other places. Like I said, in military installations, the baggers, they'll be assigned. It says baggers work for tips or something. It's like I'm like, nah, it's cool, man. I'll bag my own stuff. I'll save the money. Yeah, but man, it's fucking wild.
I wouldn't be surprised if homeless people started asking for tips. I see a homeless guy, give him $1, and motherfucker pulls out an iPad and asks for a tip on my donation. And what do I get out of it? Feeling good? I don't even get that anymore. I gave a homeless woman $5 the other day.
I actually agree. I don't even feel good. I feel bad. I feel bad that I'm throwing money around, you know?
And I didn't feel anything.
And I almost feel to the point like, if the roles were reversed, would they tip me, you know? Would they help me out? The way I know society and the way I know people, the answer is no. Like I said, I've been a server. The majority of people don't tip, you know? And like I said, Uber driver, bartender, bar back, waiter, you have it. I mean, you name it. I've done it. Something in that industry. And like I said, like a lot of people don't tip, and I'm cool with it, you know. And so, like I think about it, if the roles were reversed, would they tip me? And most likely it's a no. So why should I do it to them? You know?
Felt neutral. I didn't even get the satisfaction of feeling good that I did something helpful. I should have asked for my $5 back because I got nothing in return. I wouldn't be surprised if doctors started asking for tips. Doctors like, all right, so we gave you a new heart. Wow, thanks, doctor. You saved my life. Of course. And if you want to show your appreciation, you can just answer this quick question. Oh, well, I wasn't expecting this. Also, 20% of a $12,000 medical bill is kind of a lot of money. Oh, okay, I see. Giving you a new heart and saving your life isn't a big deal. I get it. Fuck me, right? No, fine. Take 20%. I'm gonna go bankrupt from this anyway. Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you so much. You're so kind. Oh.
Hello.
It looks like your insurance doesn't cover the tip. I should start asking for tips. Imagine at the end of every YouTube video you watched, instead of showing you other videos to watch, they showed you this.
Oh man, this is genius. Oh, yes. If you want to criticize me for not tipping, well, here you go. Look at this screen. Would you care to tip me? You know.
I feel like someone at YouTube's probably watching this right now and they're like, write that down. But seriously, imagine being a YouTuber that's asking for tips. That's insane. Who the fuck would stoop low enough to do that? Well, I mean, if you didn't already know, YouTube added this thanks feature where you basically tip on a video, but that would be crazy to do. You would be insane to click on that and then choose an amount and leave a comment and then give me money. Who would do that?
It's hilarious.
But, if you did want to do that, it's right there. But yeah, thanks for listening to me rant about tipping. Let me know your thoughts on tipping cashiers in the comments, and as always, have a great fucking day.
That's pretty hilarious. But no, I agree. I'm not tipping cashiers. I'm not tipping. I think I'm done tipping. You know, if you agree with me, don't give me a tip. If you disagree with me, give me a tip. See, don't be a hypocrite. The only people I'm tipping, it's restaurant servers, and I'm gonna try to minimize to even go out dine out. I'm really working on not dining out anymore, just because it's just so expensive. I'm mostly just still ordering at the restaurant and just picking up at the bar, and just taking it home. I'll save me that 20 to 30%, because I don't know. Like I said, I'm bitter. I'm just if you don't know, I make a lot of YouTube videos and I get no views. So, and it's not just YouTube, a bunch of other stuff in my life that I've worked hard, and I don't get help, and it frustrates me. And so I've gone out of my way to help out a lot of people. Those same people would never help me, and I'm just tired. And I think I'll never give money to anybody because I'm just bitter. I've turned. I'm kind of upset with society right now, and no one's getting a dollar out of me.